So yeah, why do we need frameworks? In front-end automation or in web automation, if you look at frameworks, people will talk mainly about these three: keyword, data, and hybrid. Okay, the main purpose of having these frameworks is to fill the gap between manual testers and automation. Okay, web automation script. Okay, if I'm a manual tester,
You shared your screen?
oh, I didn't share. Okay, sorry.
Uh,
Yeah, now I shared. Can you look at it?
uh, yes, Dave.
Yeah. So mainly people will talk about these three frameworks: keyword, data, and hybrid. The main purpose of framework is to fill the gap between manual testers and automation teams. Okay. If I am a manual tester and if I don't know how to write a program in Java, then how can I use the script? You have already written some code to log in. Assume that Facebook is my application. You have already written some code to log into the Facebook, to write some message on the wall, to log out from the Facebook. For all you have the code, but so you will write it in some class, right? So to use that code, I need to create an object for that class and I need to call those methods. But I am very poor in Java. I don't know even basics in Java. I cannot write a program by my own. So how can I leverage those methods which are there in the class, which are already developed by automation teams? How can I use them? If I am a manual tester, if I don't know anything about Java, how can I use them? With that concern, these frameworks evolved. Okay, they came into the picture to address that issue. Okay, to bridge the gap between the manual testers and automation teams, these frameworks came into the picture. So I have written an article in my blog. You see that now. Yeah, this one. How to implement keyword driven frameworks on top of Selenium WebDriver. Okay. Now I will go through this. Keyword driven framework is a type of framework where for a particular test case, you would first identify a set of keywords and then associate an action with each of these keywords. Okay, let us understand this concept with the help of an example. Let us consider that you have to automate a flow where you would need to do the following things in Facebook. Okay, we are assuming some flow. We are assuming some test case. Okay, in the test case, there are three steps. You should log into the Facebook, you should post some message onto the wall, and you should log out from it. Okay, that is the test case we have. These are the steps of it. Okay, now let's see how we can approach this test case from keyword driven perspective. Okay, from the framework perspective, how will you approach this problem? Okay, means if you look at the above test case from pure modeler point of view, you will be able to easily identify that you would need to write three different methods for the above test case. So to complete those three actions, so login is an action, post a message on the wall is the second action, and logout is the third action, right? So to perform those three methods, you need three methods. He's saying you need three different methods. The three different methods will be login into FB, post status, and logout. So in an FB class, I need three methods: login, logout, and post status, and I will implement them. Those methods will do the task for me. Okay, that's the automation team responsibility. If I make them as methods, the person who knows Java, he can use them. He will create an object for that class and he will call the methods and he can use them. But if I have a manual tester, how can I use it means, uh, uh, so if you want to give support for manual testers also, along with creating methods, what you're supposed to do is, after creating the methods, once you identified the methods, The next step is to identify some keywords and associate the method with the keywords. So after creating the method, you should identify a keyword and associate that keyword with the method. Keyword means what? Some meaningful name. In real time, what will we do means the method name will become the keyword name. So if login is my method, I will give login as the keyword. If logout is my method, I will give logout as the keyword. If post status is my method, then I will give the same name as the keyword. So the method name will become the keyword. Okay. So the test case is login into the Facebook, post your status, logout, and the methods are login, post status, and logout, and the keywords are login, logout, post status. So keyword driven framework means mapping a keyword with the method. How can we map a keyword with the method? That I will show you now. Okay, if you map a keyword with the method, then it will become a keyword driven framework. The main purpose of it is to help manual testers. Even they don't know Java, if you want them to use your framework, if you want them to use your automation script, you need to provide them a keyword driven framework. From the above image, you can see that basically a keyword driven framework is nothing but a collection of keywords and methods. So I can simply say right from above image, it's a collection of keywords and methods. Okay, and the association between the two entities. So to create a framework, keyword driven framework, you have to do is identify keywords and store them somewhere, create methods for the business flows and associate the function with the keywords. To test this framework, download fb underscore test case xls and this. So the code is here in the zip, and I'm asking the ones who are going to try this, download this one and provide location of this in constants.java and run read excel. So in this framework code you have read excel. If you run it, a report will be generated. Okay. So now I will show you that code that is already there. So in WebDriver keyword driven, so I'm asking you to read this Excel. I'm asking the ones who are reading that article to run this read XML file, and I'm asking them to give the path of the file here. So what is my input Excel? What is my output Excel? Okay, I have the input Excel in that path. See channel. In F drive, I have a folder called Selenium, then keyword. Let me remove this report. Report will be generated at the end. So this is my test case sheet. Okay. After creating the methods, what will we do means we will identify the keywords and we will generate the document like this. Okay. As an automation developer, if you wanna build a framework, you have to identify the keywords and you need to prepare an Excel sheet like this. See this. Login is the keyword and the parameters. So to perform login, I need username and password, right? So the parameters are username and password. And this description will be helpful for the end user to understand what that keyword will do. What is the purpose of the keyword? So what is the description? This is used to log in FB account. Okay. And example. So test user underscore gmail.com, comma test password. So like this, you need to pass the parameters. That is the example. Then logout. To perform logout, I don't need any parameters. So the parameters is empty. The purpose of it is this is used to perform logout. This is used to log out FB account. And the third one is post status, and the parameter is status message. What message you wanna post it. Okay. Description. This is used to post a status in FB. Example, I bought a new car. So that is my status. Something like that. Okay. Otherwise, let me give some status like this. Explaining keyword driven framework to Hari. So that is my status. Let me save it. So that's why only I explain how to read and how to create Excel sheets in Java. In the beginning sessions itself we discussed it, right? So if you wanna build those kind of frameworks, definitely you should know how to read the Excel sheet, how to create the Excel sheets and all you should know. Now I will start with this read XLS. So I am initializing the driver. Initializing the driver means browser will be opened. I am creating the Excel sheet to generate the report. Now see this, I have a class called handle FB actions. In that class I have implemented all the methods. So this is the code for login. I created a method login with the arguments username and password. With the given arguments, the login will be performed. And this is for logout and this is for post status. So I created a class and I implemented all of those actions. Now I am creating object for it to call the methods. Now what I am doing, I am reading the Excel sheet. So I am going to this path, I am reading the Excel sheet. So to read the Excel sheet, we have already discussed the code in beginning sessions. So I am getting the values one by one. Okay, I am getting the first keyword. So what is the first keyword cell? Keyword cell is login and the parameters column contains username and password. Okay. So I got my keyword. My keyword is login and I am getting my parameters. My parameters are dnath967@gmail.com semicolon dnath. In this framework, you have to remember one thing. Whatever the guidelines will be provided by the developer, that you have to follow. I separated username and password with semicolon, right, in that Excel sheet. So whenever you are providing the data, you should definitely use semicolon only. You should not use comma or dot. If you use any other special character, then it doesn't work. So whatever the guidelines, which are provided by developer, that you should definitely follow. So I am splitting the parameters. I am splitting the parameters and into two parts. So I gave semicolon, right? That's why I'm splitting it with the semicolon. So I got username and password. So this is the main method which will take the decisions based on the keyword. See this, in this what I am doing, you are giving me the keyword, I am comparing the keyword. I know what are all the keywords I provided in the Excel sheet, right? So because I designed the Excel sheet, so I know what are the keywords will come for me. So what I am doing, if the keyword is equal to login, if the keyword is equal to login, then so if the keyword is login, definitely will provide username and password, right? And first you will provide username and second you will provide password. That's why I'm saying parameters of 0 is my username, parameters of 1 is my password. So I stored my username and password and I'm calling the login method of it. I'm calling the login method handle API action. So if the end user passes the keyword for me, I will call the method on behalf of him. Even he doesn't know how to create the objects and all, that is perfectly fine. We will ask him to fill that Excel sheet and run that read Excel. So even he doesn't know Java, he will just give all the inputs in the Excel sheet and he will run it. Then it will be executed. See this? I have an empty browser, right? If I call this method, I got login, it open it perform login. Now again it will go. Now it is getting the second row. What is the keyword in the second row? The keyword in the second row is post status. And what is the parameters in post status? Running script to explain keyword driven framework to Selenium July batch. What is this? Oh, sorry. I have to change it in the test. This is just document. So if you provide the document like this, they will understand this document and they will provide the test here. They will provide login, my keyword, and so each step they will give in a row of an Excel sheet. Login, and these are my username and password, and post status, and this is my status. Explaining keyword driven framework to Hari. So this is my status. And logout is one of the other logout is the other action I wanna do. Let me run it again. So I will directly go to here. So it got the keyword, it got the param. Okay, so is printing what is the keyword, what is the param. Then this is the main method. So here it will compare each keyword with the existing keyword. So if the keyword login, if the keyword is equal to login, so login equals login. So condition is satisfied. So it will enter this if block. So I will get param1 as param0 as username, param1 as password. So I got my username and I got my password. And now I am performing the login. So login is performed. Now again I am getting the keywords. Keyword post status and the parameter is running script to explain keyword driven framework to Hari. I am printing my keyword and my param. Now root where keyword again. If you see here, what is the keyword we have now? Post status. So it doesn't enter this block because login and post status are not equal. This is logout, this is post status. Both are not equal. This is post status and this is also post status. So it is satisfied. So it will enter this. So my message is params of 1. So this is my message. Now I will call post status method. Now again I call root by a keyword that will log out from the browser. So logout is performed. After completely executing it, it will generate the report also for you. So this method is failed because you didn't click on the post, right? I wrote these methods long back. So maybe something got changed. We'll see that now. So this is the one I gave it. We will see what happened to it. You're supposed to click on the post button, it didn't click, that's why I manually click. But the test case is failed. So if you have any issues, then you will get the like this. Sorry, the Excel sheet is open, right? That's why it gave the error. So that Excel sheet is used by the program, so the lock will happen. That's why it's giving the error. So it locked. So this is the XPath, right? We will see. Is it the right XPath or not? We will check once. So to evaluate x for the shortcut is $x. We didn't get it. Let me inspect the post button. Now it got changed to span. Instead of button, they changed it to span. This is the main problem with front-end automation. They will change something, day by day or after 1 month or per release they will change something right in the UI. So if something changes in the UI, your code you should definitely change, otherwise it doesn't work. Okay, along with the development, maintenance also you should do. If you write a code, it doesn't work forever. Okay, if they change something in the UI, if they change some tags or if they change some attributes for redesigning the UI, definitely you should change your test script also. So earlier the post is coming within the button itself. Now they made it as a span. So I should change it like this. Okay. Let me delete all the existing bursts. I will post a new one. So let me run this example again from here. Let me remove the report also. Okay. So I got my keyword as login. I got my params, username and password. I am calling the root keyword. I will compare the keyword with the given keywords and perform that action. Now I got my second keyword as post status. So I'm calling root keyword. Here the keyword is equal to post status. So we'll call post status method. We change it, right? So definitely it should come post button as well. Yeah, we clicked on it. It posted it. Okay, I didn't do anything. It posted because we changed the DOM, right? So now it's working fine. Now I'm getting the last keywords. Last keyword is logout. I don't have any params. Again I am calling root keyword. So login is not equal, logout is equal. So this will call actions dot log. So I click logout. So I log out of Facebook. So even I don't know anything about Java. So this is one of the example for hybrid framework. I will tell what is the difference between keyword, hybrid and data driven. But see this. So if you design frameworks like this, you just need to provide an Excel sheet as the input. It will generate the output. It will generate another Excel sheet as an output with the status of the test. So login is passed, post status is passed, logout is failed. If something fails, it will give the status as failed. So I just gave these inputs: login, post status, logout, and I gave the values. That's it. So if I fill this Excel sheet within 1 or 2 minutes, then I don't need to do anything. If I run the read Excel, some main program I will tell. If you run that program, then everything will be done. You don't need to write even single line of code. So in this way, frameworks will help the manual testers to use the existing scripts. Is it clear till now, Hari?
Uh, Apart from code, all the concepts are clear, Dev. I just need to review the code once.
Yeah, code you can review later. So I gave you that. I showed you this, right? Yeah, copy, get the code from here. Okay, in this
Okay.
file,
Okay.
the code is there. I'm pinning you the link. Okay, so concept is clear, right?
Yeah, the concept is
Okay, now I will tell you the difference between keyword driven, data driven, and hybrid framework. Okay,
yeah.
so do you know the site IRCTC? Did you book any tickets in that?
I used to long back.
Okay, okay. So you know, right? IRCTC is just a website in India to book the tickets, to book the train
Yeah.
tickets.
Yeah.
So if I want to book the ticket, I will just open irctc.com. I will log in, then I will choose the from station to station, journey date, everything. Some process I will follow, right? If you want to book the ticket, you also need to follow the same process. Okay, so the process doesn't change from person to person, but the data will change. So I don't ask my end user to provide the actions. I will ask him only the data. Okay, I will create a property file like this. Okay, that's why I explained how to read property files, how to read Excel sheets and all. If you are going ahead with keyword driven or hybrid frameworks, you should know how to read an Excel sheet. If you are going to develop a data driven framework, you don't need to create an Excel sheet. You just go ahead with the property file. So if I wanna develop a data driven framework, what will I do means I will create a property file. For all the data I need, I will create a property. For each data value, I will create a property. So to log in into the IRCTC website, I need username and password. So I created two properties, irctc.user, irctc.password. Okay, and if I use as, that means that is a commented line. I will provide the documentation also to make it easy for others to understand what is the purpose of this property. I explained it. Provide IRCTC login username. Provide IRCTC login password. So IRCTC.user, IRCTC.pwd. Then from that station. Okay, provide from station. So example, Sikindrabad means you need to provide SC, the code of the station. Okay, and provide to station code. So Tenali, TEL, provide journey date. Okay, so I'm clearly explaining, so the end user will follow this documentation and he will fill the details. What is the ticket quota and what is the ticket category, how many passengers are traveling. Okay, what are their names, what are their age, what are their gender, what are their birth preference, what are their ID card. Okay, ID card type, what is the ID card number. Okay, mm, is that person senior citizen or not. Okay, mobile number, in what mode they are going to pay, is it a credit card, net banking, debit, cash, EMI, and what bank they are using. Okay, what is user ID, password, what is transaction bar, something like that. So I designed this tool to book my tickets in IRCTC. Now IRCTC website is very quick, but 6 months back it's really difficult to book it a Tatkal ticket in IRCTC. Around 4 to 5 times it will fail, and at fifth attempt or sixth attempt it will book the ticket. So it annoyed me a lot. That's why I designed a tool to book tickets in IRCTC, to book Tatkal tickets. So if I run the program and fill the values through the program, then I can book it quickly, right? If I book manually, it is taking around 2 to 3 minutes. If I book through program, it is taking just 45 seconds. So I will just run it 4 or 5 times. One of the time it will book the ticket for me. So like that I did. Okay. So to design this tool, I don't need any actions from the end user, right? Because I know the actions. If I want to book the ticket, definitely I should log in. Definitely I should choose from station to station. Definitely I should choose the gender. I should provide the passenger details and all, right? So the process is defined. The actions are defined. The data will vary from one user to another user. So if I need only the data from the end user, then I will design a data-driven framework with the property file. So this is known as data-driven framework. If I don't ask any actions from the end user, that is a data-driven framework. Okay. Keyword-driven framework means if I need only actions, if I don't ask any data, that is known as keyword-driven framework. So I told you like this. Open flipkart.com, that is one action. Click on men, that is another action. Then click on the first costume, anything, I don't bother. And click on the first image, then choose a size, and I asked you to click on add to cart, and I asked you to check whether it is added to the cart or not. So I told you sequence of action. I didn't tell any. I didn't ask you to provide any data. I didn't ask any name. I didn't ask any amount to enter. Nothing, right? You are just clicking on something. So if you do only clicks to perform a test, then you will go ahead with keyword driven framework. So if only actions are provided, that is known as keyword driven. If only data is provided, that is known as data driven. If you provide both, that is known as hybrid. Our Facebook example is a hybrid one. So I provided the action like login, logout, and post status, and I provided data too. I provided data too, right? So that's why it is known as hybrid framework. So basically we have three frameworks: data driven, keyword driven, and hybrid framework. And these are the differences. So based on your requirement, you will choose one of them. If you need only data from the end user, you will go ahead with data driven. If you need only actions from the end user, you will go ahead with keyword driven. If you need both, then you will go ahead with hybrid framework. Okay. Is it clear, Hari, or do you have any doubts?
So far, I'm quite clear there, Dev.
Yeah, yeah. So that's it. This is all about the frameworks.
Mhm.
Yeah, if you have any other doubts, you can ask me.
Yes, Dev. Dev, you asked me to do some exercise on 1 second, Dev.
Yeah, yeah,
One second. Yeah, composing mail, for example.
yeah. So do you want to share your screen?
Yes,
Yeah,
I'll
I'm
keep
making as presenter.
keep
Just
on.
share your screen. I want to see that. Just share it. I will come back within a minute.
Okay.
Yeah, Hari, tell me now.
Uh, yes, Dev.
Yeah.
Dev, I'm able to compose the mail and I'm able to send the mail. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and the thing is, uh, see, I'm trying to uh, give the data in a file, okay, and
Okay.
pass through it.
Okay.
But I don't know how to do that exactly. Means how to implement. See, I'm using this JUnit as the before, test, and after,
Okay,
and I'm
good.
trying to write the code over here before
Okay,
sending the file.
okay.
For example,
So you wanna write the text content in a text file?
yeah, I'm trying. Yeah, I want to write a text content in a text file.
Okay, good. Do
So
one thing.
properties file, I'm
Yeah, you can write
yeah.
it in a property file. Yeah, or you can write it in a normal text file. Do one thing in the Selenium project, right click and above Selenium.
Okay, okay.
Did you click on that? Selenium project, I'm saying.
Yeah, Selenium project. Oh, you want me in the project itself?
Yeah, in the project. In
Yeah,
the
I did.
package actually you have, right? Now movie view
Package
system.
on the package, right?
No, no, not on the package. No, man, in the left side I'm saying. Go to the left side of the Eclipse. Left pane of the Eclipse. In the Eclipse only.
Yes, yes. Yeah, my screen is too slow,
Okay,
but
okay.
I'm able to judge your thing.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. On
So
Selenium.
Selenium,
Not
I
Com
did.
Kishore Selenium. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
there.
okay,
New file. Create new
okay.
file.
New file. Okay, okay.
I'm not able to see. That's why I'm waiting. So, uh, new file. Yeah, just click on it. On new file.
Yeah, I clicked it.
Gave the name as message body. Something like that.
Okay, okay.
You did it? It created a
Yes.
text file, right?
Is it? Yeah, yeah. It created a text file.
1 minute. It's not reflected for me. Wait. Okay. Now open that message body file.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in that write hi, enter, how are you, and some message regards Hari, something like that.
Okay, I did. I wrote and saved it.
Okay, good. Now I told you right. So I told you about scanners, right? To read a text file.
Okay.
So now use a scanner method. So do one thing. Go to my blog, softwaretutions.com.
Mm-hmm. This day.
I'm not able to see that. That's amazing.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, in that, go to Core Java blog page and click on parsers category. Parsers. There is something called parsers.
Code Java and parsers.
Yeah,
File parsers. Okay.
yeah. So in the file parsers, uh, go to the read a text file in Java. There are
Read Excel sheet. Read Excel sheets. Read a text file in Java.
read a
Okay.
text file in Java. Just copy the code from there.
Okay.
Copy the code
So
and paste it in the Eclipse.
yeah, I
Pa-
pasted it.
Paste it in the main method of the Eclipse.
That's the only thing. In the composing mail, I don't have the main method.
Even you don't have the main method, it's not a big deal. No problem. It will run them in the
Okay.
sequential manner, right? So there you
Okay.
have string text, right? Do one thing. String text equal to get message body. Some no, no, no. Do one thing, Hari. Just cut that, press Ctrl Z.
Okay. Okay.
So create a method called private string get message text. Yeah, private string get message text, a method I need. Okay, within that method, copy this implementation. Sorry, paste this implementation.
Okay.
Okay, now import all the things which are needed.
And in the file, what path I need to give?
Just paste it, I will tell you. Did you paste it?
Yes, yes.
Then you can directly give msg body.text because it's relative to the project, right? So you don't need to provide cd, something like that. Just press Ctrl Shift O. If you press Ctrl Shift O, all will be imported. Ctrl Shift O.
Okay. And message body, I just need to give message body txt as well.
Yeah, that's it. Message body txt, like that you have to give.
And do I need to give any return statement over here?
Yeah, you have to give it actually. But do one thing. Here we are printing, right? System.out.println current line. That is not the right one. So as the first step of this method, so after 20, at the end of 23 line, place the cursor and press enter.
At the end of 23. Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't get you. What do you want me to do at the end of the 20th line?
press enter. I need a new line. In front of 24th line, I
Okay.
wanna write something. So
Yeah.
yeah, write it like
Okay.
this. String content equal to empty braces. String content equal to empty braces.
Okay.
Then remove the system.out.println current line. So in the content you wanna, into the content variable you want to get the entire content of the file, right?
Okay.
So you should say
Content.
content equal to content plus current line. So every time you have to append this current line to the content, right?
Okay.
Yeah, just write it. Current content. No. You missed n in the variable, so it will give you error.
Yeah, yeah. I'm going to do that.
Yeah. Say control space. Press control space. Now plus current line plus. You need to keep slash r and slash n in the double quotes. Then only new line will be added. Otherwise, everything will come in the single line. No. After current line plus in the double quotes put slash r and slash n. That means you wanna add a new line character for each new line.
Okay.
Plus in the double quotes slash r slash n.
Yeah,
Now
I got
return
it.
that content. So now the content will contain everything. After the while, at the end of the while, press enter and return content. Yeah, return
Yeah.
content. So now, yeah, save it. Now go to your test method.
So here I need to pass this
Yeah, string test
content, right?
equal to get message text. Call that method. That is enough.
Okay. Okay, you need to call the method instead of directly using the
Yeah,
content.
yeah. Instead of giving it directly, you can use it.
Okay, okay. So similarly, I need to file the file parcel means a property file also in the same way, right?
Yeah, in the property file also you can define a property like a message.body equal to, you can give entire text and you can print it. But property means if you have a small value, then we will create a property file. For if you, but if you contain line breaks and all, it's not good to deal with property file. You can directly deal with the text file.
The thing is, I try to implement this one. Even the email ID, I'm trying to give in the property
Oh
file
yeah,
and the
then
password
you
field
can
I'm
do.
trying.
Yeah, that's right. That is a good idea.
So how can I achieve that? I need to create a similar
Property file and
message.
copy the code from my blog to read the property file, and you can
Okay,
do that. Yeah. Now save it, and if you want, you can run. It will work.
okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay, okay. Dev,
Yeah.
so what are your suggestions after completing this course? Means what do I need to do?
hmm So my session is practice much on one website. I suggest Flipkart.com.
Hmm.
Okay,
Okay,
and if you put any experience, you put an e-commerce project, because this Flipkart is more or less related to e-commerce site, right?
okay,
So if you practice much on that, like adding elements to the cart, clicking on buy button, clicking on wish list, like that, whatever you can manually do. So assume that you are a tester in Flipkart.com. Okay.
okay,
So what kind of testing you
okay,
will do on Flipkart? First write it like a test case. Okay, prepare test cases for
okay,
Flipkart.com and then run them. And then
okay.
yeah, implement them. So it's giving null point exception.
Yeah.
So click on that line, composing my last line.
Which one? The composing mail,
Yeah,
adding it. Where exactly? Okay.
the failure trace, you have null point exception, right? I'm asking you to click on the next line of
Yes.
it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Oh, is it failing? Make it like a static method. We'll see. Get message text method is there in front of it. Put a static keyword.
Static. Okay. Want me to run again?
Yeah. You put static keyword in front of the method.
Between private and string, I wrote.
Yeah, that's it. Are you running it? It's not showing me anything.
So yeah, it's still slow.
Okay.
Yeah, it's again failed there. Null pointer exception.
Null pointer. Maybe I'm not sure, man, about using a method within a test method. Do one thing. Entire code you have, right? Just
Okay.
cut it and place it here within the test method itself.
Oh, you want me to paste it in the test method itself? Oh, you mean the entire method or just the...
Entire method content. Don't copy the entire method, just content. From string content to, yeah, from string content to the 35th line you have to copy. That return statement we don't need. Just copy from 25th to
Okay.
35th, cut it and
Oh,
replace 47th line with that.
okay.
Don't copy 36th line. That is not needed.
No, I didn't do that. So after in the, I need to provide the content, right?
Yeah.
Send CYNTENT content. And there you stay in Hyderabad?
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, I'm planning to come on